So here we go, it's hockey time here for the Milton Keynes Arena. It's Cowley up against Hewitt for the opening face-off, and here we go. Morgan in possession for Steeldogs, straight from the off. Face-off over to the right-hand side of the Lightning goal with 9 seconds remaining on the power play. Traffic in front of Lorde, but Sullivan goes down to pick it up that time round. Good to see Zach Sullivan playing in a Lightning shirt. Really was pretty much a last-minute draftee along with Swindle last week, and here we go. Great goal there from Bebris. Puck out wide on the right, just as Lightning went back to full strength. Bebris picks it up over the left-hand side, just delays a little bit and goes backhand. Lightning open to scoring, just under 5 minutes gone. Great players. Lightning just went back to full strength. Bebris picks it up. Just deeks.
So Jonathan Kirk had dropped back, so there was some D, but I think pretty much kind of caught cold as that penalty expired there.
It's one of those classics, isn't it? You always keep your eye over your shoulder when you've got 5 seconds to go when you're on the power play. Behind the net, Cowley almost got something on that, but in possession of a blue shirt. Ben Morgan now. Lake. Hewitt. Hewitt now just drops down low. Great save. Jordan Lorde got the left pad on that. O'Connor now. Looking to the ball. He goes down low, and that time round he does beat him. And Steeldogs pull level. 4 on 4, of course. 2:06 to go in the first period. That's a well-worked goal from Sheffield.
So Hewitt's looked a threat whenever he's been on the ice, and that time he found his man.
Definitely, definitely. Dropped down nice and low. Jordan Lorde beaten that time.
So Ben O'Connor's got a quick shot on him, and that rocketed the, I think, 5-hole on Lorde.
Yeah, no warning at all, no backlift or anything like that. O'Connor now having a few words. Shot comes in and hits Hewitt, but he just pushes it down into the corner, and Lake takes it up. Swindlehurst there for company, and Stewart can't do anything. Good save again by Lorde. Another good save by Lorde. He's getting kept busy this period. Yeah, Spur and Grinnell Park having words. I think that'll rumble on and on. Phoenix now with the shot. Zamodra covers up. Good off of that from Lightning, with head coach Lewis Clifford appealing for a penalty. Hewitt and Cowley facing off again. Hewitt just managed to get a stick in there. Cowley goes to ground. The shot comes in just on the buzzer from Karner, and at the end of that first period, it's 1 apiece. AIB Milton Keynes Lightning 1, Sheffield Steeldogs 1, and Bobby Chamberlain.
I think he wants Ben O'Connor's phone number.
Ben O'Connor having a few words. I don't think they're definitely not swapping Christmas ideas, are they? Well, Ross, for the first 20 minutes, that was fairly frenetic.
Yeah, definitely, I agree. It was good to get out on the ice. I thought we had some good chances, but so did they. So it's been a pretty open game so far.
And Cliff is changing up the lines a little bit. The forward lines have changed up just a little bit as well. That seems to be paying dividends.
Yeah, definitely out there. We created some good opportunities, especially early on. We were unlucky to convert a couple. It was good to get the goal. We should have had a couple more though. So
where do you make changes in the second period, do you think? Is it just keep going as you are, see what gives?
I think just keep going with our game plan, maybe making sure that we are a little bit more aggressive on our blue line, making sure we stand them up and don't give them as much time and space, because it's a bit bigger ice here, so we need to make sure we close them down early. They've got a lot of firepower up front with the guys that they brought in, so yeah.
Brilliant. Well, listen, Ross, thanks very much for chatting to us. Let you get back to the
No worries. Cheers, Dicko. All right.
Cheers. And it's 1 apiece. It can't get any closer than this. Once again, Hewitt and Cowley down for the face-off as Ollie Truswell drops the puck to open this second period of 20 minutes. Smith now for Sheffield. Graham playing down low. Another shot comes in and it got to the stick of Graham. Just under a minute to go on the penalty for Lightning. Just waiting on confirmation of that penalty. Morgan just fires it down into the corner. Bebris was coming. Graham again drops it down low. Hewitt tries to go short side on Lorde, and that's the shot comes in. And I think that's Graham that got the touch.
I think it was.
And just confirmation it was roughing call on Horden Barnes-Garner. That, of course, is a power play goal. That'll put Lightning back to full strength. Well worked goal, that. Power play goal, of course, from Steeldogs. 13:53 to go. Nicely worked. Hewitt down low. Picked up the rebound. And it was Graham who was arriving late.
Easy finish from there, and I think that is Alex's third power play goal of the series.
Clements gives it to Swindlehurst, who gives it to Carner. Chamberlain circles. Switches sides, Cowley. Just got away from him. Carner goes in with a good hit there. That was on Johnson. Perfectly legal hit and nothing called there. The Lightning bench on that occasion were calling for something, and now we're dropping the gloves. Bobby Chamberlain. Well, Bobby's dropping the gloves.
And the Sheffield bench are suggesting that he needs an extra penalty for that.
Is that Ben Morgan?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to drop the gloves with
No,
Bobby, is
no.
he?
He's not stupid. And we're not even going to hear the explanation.
I do apologise, ladies and gents at home, if you're baffled. Ah, that's a great goal. Lauday stretched to go and get that. Lake was quickest off the spot and just rams that home. Increases that to a 2-goal lead for Steeldogs. And that was really a case of, well, that was a case of not being quick enough on the face-off. And
so Ben Lake has scored some very pretty goals in this series, but that was about as simple as it gets.
That was just quickest to the draw.
Yeah.
Quickest to the draw. Right, face-off to the right-hand side of the Sheffield goal. And, again, apologies, we cannot hear these penalties. Lake. Another shot comes in. Lauday saves, parries to the right-hand side. Under 6 minutes to go now. 4-on-4 hockey. Another shot comes in, and that's a great goal. That's a really great goal. Well taken goal that by Hewitt.
And another super quick release there.
Really well taken goal. 5:49 to go. Lightning 1, Sheffield 4. Comes out the front. Hewitt, no backlift. Destroys the bottle as well. Opportunity now for Lightning. 20 seconds to go. What can they do? Swindlehurst straight off the bench. Shot comes in from Clements. Goes slightly wide. No white shirt on that occasion, though. It's Spur that tries to get it clear. Lightning need to get something going, and quickly. Swindlehurst with the shot, and Smodder takes that into his glove, and the whistle goes at 1 minute and 1 second to go. Well worked that from Lightning that time round. Good period that for Sheffield Steeldogs. So hi and welcome. I'm down on the bench here with Steeldogs Jason Hewitt, even though it seems really strange to call you a Steeldog just for this streaming series, but that second period had pretty much everything, didn't it?
Yeah, it's good hockey out there, big ring, good skating, two good skating teams. So yeah, I mean, we came out on the right side of it, but we made a few mistakes. Hopefully we'll clear it up, and well, good period for us.
When you've been playing now for a few weeks, you start to see the signs of the rustiness that was there. They're kind of easing off again now, and the play starts to step up and the speed starts to increase as well.
Yeah, 100%. I think a lot of the guys are saying tonight's the first time they've kind of felt, you know, semi-normal again. And like I say, there's some skilled guys out there, so you got to be on your toes every shift. And I hope it's as fun to watch as it is to be a part of.
What does it mean to you to be able to play in this series? Because it's such a long time out of the game, isn't it? And obviously with Hull as well, you're not going to have your ice back for a little while longer yet. What does it mean to you to be able to play these games?
It means the world to me. You know, I'm 37 years old. I still love the game. You know, luckily I live in Sheffield, and I've known Morgs a long time, and an opportunity arose, and I'd be stupid not to. And I was intrigued about this whole thing, and to be a part of it's an honour, really.
Brilliant. Well, listen, Jason, thanks so much for chatting to us. Do appreciate it. I'll let you go and have a rest now.
Cheers, man. Appreciate it.
We're ready to start the third and final period.
As soon as we get somebody in the penalty box.
Yes.
Alex Graham, I think. Oh no, he's no. Oh no, it's on the Lightning side, isn't it?
I'm led to believe that there is an injury to Thomas Carner, which is why he's why the medical people were going into the Lightning locker room when Carner actually went off. I'm not entirely sure of the injury, but it is an injury. I'm not entirely convinced that we'll see him back in the game, unfortunately.
But I have won my game of Where's Bobby because he's on the ice.
Yes, we haven't won it. He's just come back.
I'm claiming that.
There's no winners here. There's no winners here, Roger. You're just taking part.
Yeah, okay.
That's all you're doing. So we open the third and final period. Steeldogs 3 goals to the good, of course. Apparently we do have Twitter back, so stand by for that. Bebris tries to get the shot away. Smith got a stick in that time round. Good defensive work all round from Steeldogs tonight. Lake now. Morgan was waiting on the right-hand side. Koval goes backhand. Gives it straight to Lake, who's dispossessed by Hook straight away, looking for options. Shot comes in from Bebris. He goes low! Eddie Bebris makes it 2 for Lightning. And 2 on the night. 18:05, less than 2 minutes gone in the third. Hook with a dispossession of Lake. Gives it to Bebris. Goes low. Cuts the deficit to 2.
And that was an opportunity that came from a couple of loose, over-relaxed attempts to pass to other Steeldogs, and Lightning seized the zone and took advantage.
It's Ripley providing traffic in front of Lauday. Lake again. Back to O'Connor. Morgan waits on the left-hand side. Lake again. Now's an opportunity to go up high for Graham, but just picks that up a little bit too quickly. Lake again. Good cycling of the puck for this line. Lake fires it back down, and you knew O'Connor wasn't going to get it, and puts a brilliant hit in. That's the hit of the night. To be fair, Ollie Trustwell could see it coming a mile off. Absolutely see it coming a mile off. I don't know whether we got it on replay. Unfortunately, he's okay. Bit of apology there. But you can see Ollie Trustwell going, I am not going to get out of the way of this. Just fires it down. Just as O'Connor goes round.
Boom!
Boom, hit of the night. Thankfully, Ollie is okay. And he did see the funny side as well.
So you still feel there's plenty left in tonight, and as you say, especially as we know these two teams go again tomorrow night, yeah, there's all to play for.
Yeah,
well,
it's just
literally.
You know, you just get this feeling, don't you, when you just think, shot comes in, and that's a great goal. That's a great goal. I don't know whether Lauday saw that late. Jonathan Kirk puts it up on the blue line, puts the shot through, and that looked like he just found his all the way through.
I don't think Lauday saw it at all.
I don't think he did. It came straight through, one from the face-off, fired straight through, traffic in front of Lauday. And for the second time tonight, the water bottle goes flying. Far side now, good diagonal pass. Hook will pick it up off the boards around Morgan. Stewart now going for support. Hook just bobbled around, and Hook goes for the near post backhand. And once again, Zabodra just managed to spread himself.
So that was an example of Ben Morgan trying to pinch in to intercept the puck but missing it. Yeah. He did it beautifully a few minutes back and broke up an MK attack and turned it into a Steeldogs attack, but there he just he got it wrong. To
be fair, I think Ben Morgan is still looking for his shirt that Liam Stewart took off him earlier on last season when he left him for dead on the blue line.
I remember that, yeah. I'm sure Morgs will say you exaggerate how far past him Stewart got.
I'm sure when he skated out tonight, Morgs was still looking over his shoulder to see is he still there. Because once he got the level with him, he wasn't anymore. Nags, but obviously Morgan has got the last laugh tonight, and here we go again. Here's an opportunity. Good break, and that's a great goal. That's a great goal. Ralph Circenis, is it Circenis?
Circenis, I believe, is
Circenis?
a more accurate pronunciation, but I think Ralph's is happy
Great goal.
with whatever.
On the break.
He
wasn't stopping. He
showed his poise because he had a lot of time to think about it, and guys closing in. So
to be fair,
nicely taken.
Good positioning from Lord A. He did actually get something on it, but he wasn't going to stop it going into the net. Into the last 20 or so seconds. And here comes Sheffield once more. O'Connor again. Call from the bench for a penalty, but nothing there. Nothing added that time round as we come into the last 7 or 8 seconds. Kirk will pick it up and the buzzer will go to finish the game. Still a bit of needle there, still a bit of chirping going on. This is going to make it really interesting tomorrow.
Oh yes, I think there is entertainment aplenty still to come.
So I'm here with Eddie Bebris. Eddie, first couple of times in a Lightning shirt, of course. It wasn't quite the atmosphere you'd expect coming to Milton Keynes, but man, the match performance tonight.
Well, yeah, because it was tough because we haven't scared that much, but today felt a bit better than previous 2 games, I guess. So, yeah.
It had a sort of end of season feeling to it for a game where, you know, it was fast paced, first and second period fast paced, of course, you know, and then obviously a little bit of pushing and shoving, a bit of handbags or whatever at the end there. Is that the kind of thing that's going to carry over to tomorrow night, do you reckon?
I think so, yeah. We'll see.
There's plenty of debate there. Yeah. How are you feeling? Fitting in with the Lightning squad and everything else. I mean, you know, fast-paced training and everything else.
Yeah, I feel good. Yeah. Well, we only practiced a couple of times, but yeah, every game I feel better, and all the lads are pretty good. So yeah, it's been good.
I guess now it's a case of waiting to see what happens, and can we get some more training? Can we get more games in the new year and so on?
Hopefully, maybe after New Year's we can start playing for real, I guess. Yeah.
Well, brilliant. Well, listen, thanks very much for talking to us. I know you're pretty worn out. You want to get into the change room, but we'll catch you later. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, thank you.
Lewis, good start, first period, came out flying, really quick, close game, of course, and started to get away from you a bit in the second and third.
Yeah, you know what, I might change my tune when I watch the video. That often happens, but I think we probably had as many good chances as they did, which is quite frustrating. You know, up until quite close to the end, they weren't scoring 5 on 5. All the goals were PPE or they were like 4 on 4 goals. But yeah, like I might change, like I said, I might change my mind when I review it and watch it again. But I thought we had as many quality chances in the game as they did, and maybe they were a little more clinical than we were. You know, obviously they've got a hell of a player there, number 9, Lake. He is a fantastic player. You know, it's tough to sort of set out a game plan to contain a guy like that. But yeah, I think we created chances, but it was a lot of huffing and puffing from our end, and you know, no real end product other than obviously the 2 goals that Eddie put away.
You changed up the lines a little bit. You had a bit of a tinker around with what they've been the last couple of weeks, of course. And is that the way you're going to look at it tomorrow night as well?
I can't answer that at the moment. I need to have a little think and assess a few things. A couple of guys took a couple of knocks there tonight, so it might be that we have to use the full length of our bench, and you know, maybe some guys won't be in the lineup tomorrow. But I'm not too sure. Yeah, we changed it up tonight, just really to try and get some guys going that haven't really been going just yet. You know, everyone's come out of this break a little bit different. Some guys sort of hit the ground running, and others are taking a little bit longer to, you know, find their feet. So yeah, that was really the thought behind it. But as for tomorrow, I'm not sure yet.
Bit of frustration as well on both benches actually, because a couple of calls that maybe weren't called tonight that maybe, I don't know, in a regular season may have done, whether, you know, the game was being allowed to flow or not. I don't know. Yeah,
I was frustrated a little bit with the refs tonight. You have to appreciate that they're, you know, like, I'm not doing my job as best as I can to my potential because I've been away from it for so long, and there's things that I keep missing, things that I keep forgetting. It's the same for the refs, but within the game there was a lot of inconsistencies, and you know, also, like, apparently there's a new set of rules that no one's told us about. And I'm not joking. Like the ref said that, oh, the new COVID rules. I said, well, no one's emailed them to me, and they weren't called last week or the week before. So I'm not quite sure, you know, how I'm supposed to deal with that. But yeah, you know, it's frustrating for everybody. I think maybe we lost our discipline a little bit, but actually penalty count was probably even, I think. But the tens that they were throwing around just skew it and make it look like a dirty game, which it really wasn't. It was quite a good game of hockey.
Yeah, I was up with Roger Williams, one of the co-owners of Sheffield, on commentary, and one of the comments that Roger made, it just didn't look like that big a gap in the game at all. It was just, you know, two evenly matched sides. Yeah,
it was, and like I said, I think they just took their chances better than we did in the end, and you know, and that's the scoreline that we ended up with.
Well, listen, thanks very much for talking to us. I know you pick yourself up, you go again tomorrow night, and we'll see you up in Sheffield tomorrow.
Yeah, always do, mate. Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Ben, I was just saying to Lewis Clifford on the bench there, you know, the post-game, although the scoreline was quite different, it was a really, really tight game for the most part.
Standard game between two teams, I'd say. I think fans of Sheffield and Milton Keynes, they enjoy these games. It's always feisty, it's a great rivalry, and tonight was no different.
You get a little bit of flavour in there as well, because there's so many players that know one another. They know each other anyway because they've played with each other for so long. But then you bring in the guys that you got replacements for Sheffield, for example, and the same with Lightning. There's a lot of familiarity around there, and that gives it that extra bit edge as well, doesn't it?
It does. It raises standards on both teams' behalfs, and hopefully it's a bit of a spectacle for the people that are paying hard-earned money on watching, and that's all we're trying to achieve. The scoreline it doesn't really mean anything. As athletes and as coaches, we want to win, of course we do, but the big game is to make sure we're putting entertaining hockey on and proving that, you know, it is sustainable, it's financially viable, and hopefully this is not the last weekend of British hockey.
And that brings me on to the next question, because of course this is the last weekend of this streaming series, but you're all so hopeful now that you can get something going maybe early next year and get more teams involved as well. You've already got Bracknell and Telford that have the elite status as well, so they can train now, and potentially they can join in any mini league or cup or whatever it is that goes on.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, if not, it's going to be a weekend garden centre again, you know what I mean? back to COVID lockdown routine. So yeah, we're desperate to play. We know that the fans want to watch it in whatever capacity, and you know, I listened to Aaron Nell last week saying it's not just about our league. We want the elite league to come back with the good news that they've got about the funding. We want British hockey to be back on its feet. And as I say, just a massive thank you to every fan, not just tonight, previous 2 weekends, and hopefully for those people that are going to purchase the game tomorrow, just a massive thank you.
Brilliant. Well, we'll see you up the road in Sheffield tomorrow. Thanks very much for chatting to us. Safe journey up.
Cheers, guys. Cheers, Chris.
Cheers. Well, there you go, Ben Morgan, of course. And listen, I want to thank everybody for watching the stream over the past couple of weeks on behalf of all of us here at Milton Keynes Lightning, the board and everybody else, everybody that has made these games happen right the way through, the EIHA, the officials, the match night helpers, of course, because it couldn't happen without a whole load of people making these games happen. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, there is one game to go in the streaming series. It's in Sheffield tomorrow night. Come and join us then. Go and see the Sheffield media for details of how to go and get tickets. But for now, thanks so much for watching. Take care and good night.